Everyone tells you, be silent, don't react, that's how you become untouchable. You try it, it works, for a while. Then one day, someone pushes the right button, and everything you built breaks in 10 seconds. Why? Because silence was never the weapon, it was just the mask. The real weapon, the thing nobody talks about, is calmness. And in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you the one mental shift that separates people who lose control from people nobody can control. If you're someone who's trying to become mentally stronger, subscribe, because every week we break down the psychology behind confidence, discipline, and emotional control. Your brain decides before you do. Think about the last time someone made you feel small. Maybe a coworker interrupted you. Maybe a friend made a joke at your expense. Maybe someone looked right through you, like you didn't even exist. In that moment, you didn't choose your reaction. Your reaction chose you, because your brain wasn't trying to protect your confidence. It was trying to protect your ego. And when your ego feels threatened, your body goes into survival mode. Your breathing changes. Your muscles tighten. Your thoughts speed up. Suddenly, you're not responding. You're surviving. That's why people say things they never meant. That's why arguments get out of control. And that's why so many people lose respect. Not because they were wrong, but because they lost control. The moment that changes everything. Have you ever noticed that your biggest regrets usually happen in seconds? Not because you planned them, because you reacted. Someone says one sentence, your chest tightens, your jaw clenches, your mind starts racing, and before you even realize what's happening, the words are already out. 5 minutes later, you think of the perfect response, but it's too late. Now here's the part almost nobody notices. Between what they said and what you did, there was a gap, tiny, almost invisible, less than a second. But inside that 1 second, your brain asked a question you never even heard. Am I under attack? If the answer is yes, your emotions take the wheel. If the answer is no, your mind stays in control. That's why calm people aren't emotionless. They feel the same anger, the same embarrassment, the same frustration. The difference is they train themselves to live inside that 1 second, where everyone else loses it. Why calm people feel so powerful? Think about your favorite superhero. When the villain insults them, do they immediately lose control? No. When everyone around them is panicking, they're usually the calmest person in the room. Even when everything is falling apart, they slow down. Because panic makes you predictable. Calmness makes you dangerous. Now here's the interesting part. We admire those characters, not because they're the strongest, but because they never let someone else control their emotions. That's exactly how people work in real life. The moment someone can predict your reaction, they can influence your decisions. But when you stay calm, they lose that power. And that's why calm people seem so intimidating. Not because they're louder, not because they're more aggressive, but because nobody knows what they'll do next. That's real confidence. Not proving you're right, not winning every argument, simply refusing to let someone else drive your emotions. Now comes the part that actually changes everything. You know what the real weapon is, but knowing it and using it are two completely different things. Because calmness isn't something you think your way into, it's something you train. So let me show you how. You don't become calm in the middle of an argument. You become calm long before the argument ever begins. Think about firefighters. They don't learn what to do when the building is already on fire. They train, so when the fire comes, their body already knows what to do. Your mind works the same way. The first step is to slow your breathing. It sounds almost too simple, but here's why it works. When you're stressed, your breathing becomes short and fast. Your brain interprets that as danger. And the more danger it senses, the harder it becomes to think clearly. So the next time you feel yourself getting angry, don't try to calm your thoughts. Calm your breathing first. Take one slow breath in, hold it for a moment, then breathe out, even slower. Do that just 3 times. You'll be surprised how quickly your mind starts catching up with your emotions. But breathing is only the emergency tool. The real solution is something most people skip, because it doesn't give you instant results. We live in a world that promises quick fixes, but your mind doesn't work that way. You can't train emotional control in the middle of emotional chaos. You train it during the quiet moments, so it's there when life finally tests you. If you want to become someone who stays calm under pressure, someone who can't be manipulated, someone who's truly untouchable, there's only one practice that consistently trains that ability. Meditation. Because every time you bring your attention back to your breath, you're teaching your mind one simple lesson: my emotions don't control me. I do.